In this video, we will try to understand the law of variable proportion. Law of variable proportion is a short-run concept and it is related with the short-run production function. Before entering into the law of variable proportion, first we will try to understand the production function. So production function, we can write it as Q, where Q is the output. So we will write here Q is the output, and this output depends on the inputs. So here we will take two inputs. One is labor, the other one is the capital. Now labor and capital is, if we give these two inputs into the production process, then we will get the output. This process, that means it is the relationship with the output. So this relationship, we define it by the function. So here we can see that the output is a function of the inputs. What are the inputs we have taken? We have taken labor, that we have represented by L, and we have considered capital, that we have represented by K. Now here we are considering short run. Short run means some of the factors or some of the factor inputs are basically fixed. So in this function, then we have to fix some of the factors. So here we will consider that the amount of capital is fixed in the short run. So we will denote it by K bar. So our short run production function will be Q equal to F of L and K bar. Now we will move to the law of variable proportion. The law of variable proportion basically states that how these variable input, so this is our variable input now, this labor is now our variable input, how this variable input is actually affecting the output. So the variable input, which is L, how it is affecting the output when we have considered some of the inputs as fixed. Here which input we have considered as fixed? Here the capital we have considered as fixed. So let us see the law of variable proportion. Here we can see that different economists have given different definitions of the law of variable proportion. We can take the name of Benham, we can take the name of Samuelson, we can get multiple definitions given by different economists at different point of time. If we combine all the definitions, then we can reach to a concluding definition like that. So what is the law of definition states here? What is the law of variable proportion states here? The law of variable proportion states here that if we increase the quantity of only one factor of production, that means here as per the example, here we have taken the production function as f of here we have taken the production function as Q equal to f of L and K bar, the short run production function, right? Now here let us try to relate this definition of law of variable proportion with the production function. So what is written? That if we increase the quantity of only one factor of production, we know that this is fixed, so we cannot change it because this is fixed. So the definition is telling us that if we change this variable input by keeping all other inputs fixed. Here we have considered this k bar as fixed. The total output will initially increase. So it is saying that the impact of L on the output, total output. It states that by keeping all other inputs as fixed, that we have considered here k bar as fixed, the total output will initially increases at an increasing rate. That means this Q, the total output is increasing and the rate is also increasing. So rate is also increasing. That means it increases at an increasing rate. Now then what is happening? Then it is increasing but at a decreasing rate. So the Q will also increase, but the rate of increase will decline. That means the Q, total product or total output, will increase but at a decreasing rate. And finally what is happening? Finally the total output will start decreasing. So finally the Q will start decreasing. That means we can see here that if we keep one factor as constant, then the variable factors impact on the output, we can divide that impact in three broad situations or three broad cases. First one is the output will increase at increasing rate. Second case is that the output will increase but at a decreasing rate. And the third situation is that the output will decrease. Now this situation, when we explain, we also consider few assumptions. Let us look at the assumptions of the law of variable proportion.